focus your attention up front here. And Mike has some special people to introduce.
That'll be in a moment or two.
In just a moment or two.
Yeah.
We're going to turn the mic over.
Get him to go that way. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my voice. Yep, mute button. I ran into the mute button earlier today. I'll be back. I just have to signal the troops.
Here it comes.
It's wireless.
Yes, it is.
How's this? Am I audible?
Watch out for the back speed for the speaker.
Better? No feedback? Okay.
Talk closer to it.
Thank you for your patience in relocating. I would like to say that when Jeff and Kate asked me to compose a song in honor of the marriage, I was overwhelmed, to say the least. Sadly, I really can't say this since I technically wasn't asked. However, as a professional composer, it's important that I do something like this every now and then so that I may continue to itemize things like kazoo lessons as a business expense. A typical tactic in writing a piece like this would be to merely make the song about Jeff and Kate. The spirit is something between a commemorative toast and a crowbar hearing. However, I decided to take the dedication one step further and chose the instrumentation of the song to be symbolically relevant to the day's proceedings. I thus decided to write the song for a three-piece instrumental accompaniment. One instrument would represent the bride, one instrument would represent the groom, and one instrument would represent the newly legal bond between them. As an educational prelude, I would like to describe each instrument I chose and give a little bit of its background and history. The first task was to pick an instrument reflective of Kate, the ethnic roots that gave context to her life and her personality and spirit. The balalaika is a member of the family of Central Asian lutes, distinctive for its unique triangular shape. Developed from unstandardized folk lutes by the noble Andreev in the late 18th century into a whole family of instruments with standard tunings, the balalaika has become one of the most important plucked string instruments in Eastern Europe and the quintessential lute in Russia and the Ukraine. The balalaika is renowned for its agile character and expressive, if slightly strident sound. The second task was to pick an instrument reflective of Jeff and the nobility and distinctive style of his persona. The tuba is the bass member of the brass family, enjoying the distinction of being not only the heaviest instrument in the contemporary band, but also the most silly looking. With a powerful low-end range, it is often assigned the low notes other instruments are unable or unwilling to play. It produces sound through a large, flared opening, tellingly known as a bore. The third and final task was to select an instrument to represent the love between Jeff and Kate, and its power and strength that cannot be ignored. The Great Highland Bagpipes, or Trad-Lor, were derived from an instrument employed by ancient Egyptians and Roman civilizations. The instrument we know today was developed and utilized extensively over many centuries in the Scottish Highlands, and cultivated at an important 17th century school for pipers on the Isle of Skye. After the defeat of Bonnie Prince Charlie in 1745, kilts and bagpipes were outlawed, the pipes being classified as instruments of war. Come around. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Jeff and Kate song. There once was a man named Jeff Yoke. There once was a girl named Kate. Well, actually, her name's considerably more complicated, but we'll just abbreviate. They discovered one another through the impish hand of fate. And now that both are liquored up, it's time to celebrate. Jeff and Kate are getting married, and we all think that's swell. And not just 'cause they're serving dinner and buying drinks as well. The sunlight drifts upon them like a warm midsummer sneeze. So let's commemorate their union with gentle melodies. Jeff worked down at Ideal and up beneath Pasadena skies. When asked exactly just what he did there, he merely laughs and sighs. Jeff labored under Kate and did her every beck and call. It's nice that after all this time, things haven't changed at all. But anyway, the days went by as days are wont to do. Jeff thought upon his feelings for this girl over a drink or two or 10. One day Kate looked up at Jeff and said, "There's the man for me. He thinks as if he's 50 and behaves as if he's 3. And Jeff saw Kate and thought, "I found the woman of the mind. She's not afraid to speak her thoughts and plenty else besides." The engagement of Jeffrey William Yoke and Katerina Porter was not without controversy. Not merely because during the proposal the groom was held at gunpoint, or that the bride's family was never told about the abolition of the dowry system, or that the wedding was paid for by the proceeds of a game of Texas Hold'em conducted 2 weeks ago in Tijuana, but because two souls from entirely different worlds and cultures could overcome the gulf between them, a gulf not only of language but of tradition and philosophy, and find a common ground, allowing us to be here for this moment today. I speak, of course, of Jeff's mother and the caterer. That was a joke. In addition to this, the story of the bride and groom was one fraught with challenge. Kate came from Russia, known for its psychodramatic literature, rye bread, and roulette. Jeff came from Wheeling, West Virginia, known for nothing. Kate arrived in the United States with the determination to perfect her mastery of the English language. Fortunately, she moved to Los Angeles, where nobody actually spoke the English language, and thus it didn't really matter. Jeff was a diligent gambler with a programming problem. He spent most of his time drinking and espousing his moral theory that it's not fraud if the victim was going to lose his money anyway. And when they met, it was as a giant tidal wave of spirit had crashed headlong into another equally bad metaphor, and their two souls danced the dance of love. Jeff has finally gotten married, thus firmly proving wrong the rest of us who didn't really think he'd live that long. He's got a wife, he's got a life, the world is at his feet. One day he'll get a steady job, and all will be complete. Now Jeff and Kate have bound their fates, our hearts are filled with glee. And not just because Jeff changed the socks he's worn since '93. And Katja didn't do so bad. In fact, it's fair to say there hasn't been a couple so well matched so many ways. Since Juliet met Romeo, since Rockefeller met his dough, since Dozers met the Berlin Wall, since Hemingway met alcohol, since quantum physics met Niels Bohr, since free PC stock met the floor, we're finally gonna end this thing, since everyone knows I can't sing. So Jeff and Kate are hitched, my friends, let's hope their rainbow never ends. Amen. The end. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are no longer available for weddings. Do it.
Just real quick before the photographer gets carried away with the pictures. Not only, Mike will get his things separately and for the rest of his life, so please be prepared. If the opportunity avails itself, the musicians are more than welcome to stay and entertain with us because you guys look really cool.
Okay, great. Get in real closer, bagpipes. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Thanks
Well
so
done.
much. You want me to just send you?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Don't mind addressing it.
And then
Unusual request you have.
Well, next to playing for a birth was this was
Room. They are going to have their first dance coming up in just a little bit. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, Mike. Great job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Great job. Okay, folks, we are going to have dinner here. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to have you go through that side door. There's going to be some tables that you can sit at inside. And you want to go ahead and grab a plate. And then if you want to come around and go through the buffet line, the buffet line is going to be open in about 2 minutes here. Okay, so just get ready if you want to start making your way through this little doorway right over here, right near the drinks. And you're going to go in.